I've got to call this now. Tekken 8 is already my game of the year. This game is absolutely worth getting if you're a fan of Tekken, or if you're new to the fighting game genre. Even as a casual Tekken player, I managed to get every achievement, and I'm going to break down how you can get them too. Before going forward, it's important to explain the inputs I'll be mentioning throughout the video. Tekken has 4 primary inputs, 1 for left punch, 2 for right punch, 3 for left kick, and 4 for right kick. These 4 are combined with movement inputs as well. These include F for forward, B for back, U for up, D for down, DF for down forward, and DB for down back. Whilst there are other inputs, these will be your primary inputs to note. Going forward, obviously I have to warn you that the story achievements will spoil the story. During the story, you'll get achievements for passing certain stages. These include Chapter 1, 7, 12, and 2 endings for Chapter 15. My biggest tips are to play on the easy difficulty and to abuse grabs. I didn't see the AI break my throws once, which makes the fights a lot easier. This is especially true for certain fights where individuals are powered up. Another technique is to use low moves or launches, which allows you to perform basic strings. This segment specifically allows characters to take on multiple NPCs. You're required to deal 30 hits without taking damage. Make sure to sidestep to avoid getting hit and to avoid any gunshots. If you're on controller, use the right stick to switch targets to make this easier. To get the hopeful ending, you're required to defeat Kazuya in the final section of the boss fight. When he glows red, make sure to defeat him. If you're really struggling, make sure to use those grabs and back him into the corner to limit where he can escape to. After Kazuya glows red in the final fight once again, walk forward into him. If he stands still, you will block any mids and highs. After he wins, you'll trigger the alternative ending. Character episodes are fun gauntlets that give you story tidbits. You'll get 2 achievements for completing 5 and then 10 episodes. I opted to use Hwoarang, Kazuya, Law, Yoshimitsu, Devil Jin, Kuma, Brian, Dragunov, and Raven. Heat is a new mechanic that allows players to use enhanced moves or a new set of attacks. It's a blue bar each player has at the beginning of a new round and depletes once activated. For Heat Bursts, press 2 plus 3 together. You'll have to use 5 Heat Bursts to get the achievement. A Heat Smash is a special move similar to a Rage Drive. If you're familiar with other fighting games, consider it to be a special move or a super move. To execute a Heat Smash, press 2 plus 3. You'll have to do this 20 times. Heat engages allow the user to play in the heat state after a particular string input. Tutorials for each character's heat engager can be found in the practice mode. For example, my main Dragunov, I use the very simple 1-2-1 input. You have to do this 5 times to get the achievement. To perform a heat dash, you need to input forward after your heat engager and the animation will cue. You will have to do this 10 times. For new players, this can be a pretty tough section to complete. Yes, this is a fighting game, so it has online achievements. As part of the initial release week, there is a slight issue. Everybody's player rank is generally low, so that doesn't indicate who's a new player and who's played previous games. Everybody is ranked beginner, which means that you may be under a false impression. My general tip is to hit low. A lot of new players don't parry lows, and they don't break much throws either. Make sure you understand some basic strings to at least get a couple of hits in consistently. Don't forget to use those heat moves, as they'll seriously help you out. Character-wise, I personally played Brian or Dragunov, who have a good set of options. If you want an easier win, go for Hwoarang or Jin, as they're pretty simple characters to learn. Hwoarang especially is very useful for new players, as he can apply a lot of pressure with his kicks from a distance. All you gotta do is play 10 matches. Winning or losing is not important, so try to learn from your games and have fun. This is an annoying one, as I found a lot of players didn't accept my match requests. Go to sessions in the online page. You can either create or search for a session. It must be a session, and to my knowledge and understanding, going to just play unranked won't work. Make sure to turn on crossplay to find more people. On the online tab, select ranked match and do your best to win. Remember to play someone consistently to get a good feel for their playstyle. Go to the Tekken Lounge, a hub for players in your area. Go to the arcade machines and look for a cluster of them. The tab will say Group Match. Go to the replay section and go to My Replays and Tips. During a match, select Learn and you'll get the achievement. Go to the Customization tab and select Character. Select an outfit and save it. Go to the practice mode and start practicing some inputs. Eventually you'll deal 2000 damage. Ghosts are CPUs that use player data. Go to Super Ghost Battle and select your own ghost. You'll need to complete the arcade story mode. Afterwards, return to Super Ghost Battle, select the option Harada Tekken. This is the ghost data of the game's actual director. Once again, abuse those throws. I recommend an aggressive approach and apply a lot of constant pressure. Select and defeat 10 ghosts. The ghosts with the lowest rank and points are obviously the easiest. This is unlocked after winning the first tournament. This is a checkpoint achievement midway through the mode. This is the final achievement for completing Arcade Quest. I got this after completing the Arcade Quest. However, you will be rewarded 10 million after completing the story mode as well. Now, you could be good at Tekken and actually learn air combos, but I found a better way. Go to Tekken Bowl and select Dragunov. Turn up the damage multiplier to 150% and press forward 3 times, followed by 2. This is called a while running 2. Then, make sure the ball doesn't hit the ground and hit the ball again to deal above 70 damage as an air combo. Tornado moves are a new addition where the character spins quickly. Each tornado is different for every character. You can find these moves in the moves list in practice mode. Since I play as Dragunov, I used his down back +3. You'll need to do this 10 times. You'll enter Rage mode after your health has depleted to a certain point. Your character and your health bar will glow red. You'll get a great victory when you win a match with low health. Go to the Tekken Lounge and find a player. Select download a ghost and go to their earliest rank. Hopefully they're a beginner and not someone who hasn't got their genuine rank yet. combo challenges are selected within practice mode. Unfortunately, I'm awful at combos. You don't have to do 5 challenges with one character and instead can spread them across multiple characters. A perfect victory is achieved when you win a round without taking damage. For the easiest result, go to the offline tab and select versus CPU. Select the difficulty to be very easy, select any character and just grab your opponent. Make sure to block when they get back up. Rage arts are super moves when your character is in a low health state. The input for a rage art is down forward 1+2. You'll need to do this 5 times. Arcade Battle is separate from Arcade Quest. Arcade Battle is a series of 8 battles in a row before fighting Devil Kazuya. You only need to complete this once. I got this achievement over time. You're able to recover slivers of health after landing hits on your opponent. You need to recover at least 500 health in total. Go to Tekken Ball and select Warong. You need to use his back +3. This will make the ball catch fire, which the game calls a devilish hit. You'll need to do this 20 times. Ranks are achieved through CPU battles or online play. I recommend playing through Arcade Quest until you achieve Brawler, Warrior, and Vanquisher. Some stages have environmental hazards that will deal additional damage. You can do these any way you like. For the sake of achievement hunting, I chose player versus CPU. A hard fall break is triggered when slamming your opponent through the floor at least twice. I use Brian's guillotine grab, which is 2+4. To perform my wall blast, you need to generate enough momentum when attacking your opponent so that they'll land in the wall, triggering the interaction. I use the hangar stage and push my opponent into the vehicles. To perform a wall bound, you need to generate enough momentum when attacking your opponent so that they bounce off the wall. I use the underground arena and push my opponent into the wall. A floor blast is triggered when slamming your opponent into an interactable floor. During the menu select, make sure to select the volcano stage. I use Brian's guillotine grab, which is 2+4. I first punch my opponent through the balcony, causing a balcony break and shifting to the floor below. I then use Brian's guillotine grab to shift to the bottom of the stage. I went to the stage sanctum and I used Dragonov's heat smash, which is 2+3, to smash my opponent into the wall. Finally, you get an achievement for doing all the other achievements, which is nice. And that's pretty much it. Tekken 8 is pretty simple, pretty fun, and it was definitely worth me buying. And if you're interested, give it a go, tell me what you think in the comments, and have a nice day.